The hunter-gatherers using microlithic tools continued to live in the later period. Even after the development of Neolithic, Iron Age and historical periods, perhaps they became part of the marginalized communities when the people who lived in the cities acquired more wealth. Some of the people living in remote forests even today and also in the Andaman region could be considered as those people who prefer to live by hunting and gathering. Many such groups live in the 19th and 20th century as recorded in the Edgar Thurston's Caste and Tribes of Southern India. They should be considered as people who prefer to live by hunting and gathering. The Andhra Karnataka region had the agro-pastoralists of the Neolithic period. The Mesolithic people lived in semi-permanent and temporary settlements. They occupied caves and open grounds. They buried the dead. They had artistic skill. They were spread over wider geographical regions. Cultural continuity is noticed in many parts of India from this period. Their microlithic tools enabled them to hunt smaller animals and birds. The Neolithic period marked the beginning of agriculture and animal domestication. It is an important phase in the Indian history. Early evidence of Neolithic culture is found in the Fertile Crescent region of Egypt and Mesopotamia, the Indus region, the Ganges Valley of India, and also in China. Between 10,000 BC and 5000 BC, agriculture emerged in these regions, which led to several cultural developments. The fertile soil deposited by the rivers enhanced the growth of agriculture. Surplus food played a major role in the rise of early civilizations. The Neolithic cultures of India are divided into various regional cultures and they flourish in different time periods. In northwestern part of India and Pakistan, it began at a very early date. In northeastern India, Neolithic cultures appeared at a very late date or around the early historic time. The Neolithic culture of northwestern India is the earliest to have evidence of plant and animal domestication in India. Meghgar, Nana Gundai, Sara, Kala, and Jalilpur are some of the Neolithic sites. These sites are now situated in Pakistan. The site of Meghgar produced the evidence of early Neolithic times dating to c. 7000 BC. Wheat and barley were cultivated and sheep, goat, and cattle were domesticated there. This culture preceded the Indus civilization. The first cultural period, one of the Neolithic age at Mehrgarh, dates from c. 1000 BC to 5500 BC. The people belonging to this age did not use pottery but cultivated six-row barley, emmer, and acorn, wheat, jujube, and dates, and also domesticated sheep, goat, and cattle. They were semi-nomadic pastoral groups. They built their houses with mud and buried the dead. They used ornaments of seashell, limestone, turquoise, lapis lazuli, and sandstone. The period to at Mehrgarh dates from 5500 to 4800 BC and the period 3 from 5800 to 3500 BC. There is evidence for pottery during these periods. Terracotta figurines and glanced faience beads have been found. Evidence of our ornaments on women have been uncovered. Long distance trade was practiced as refilled by lapis lazuli, which is available only in Badakhshan. The town was abandoned after the rise of mature phases of the Indus civilization. The Neolithic culture in Kashmir region was contemporary to the Harappan civilization. Burzahom is an important site of this culture, provides evidence for the megalithic and early historic periods in this place. We lived in pit houses in order to escape the cold weather. The houses were oval in shape, wide at the bottom and narrow at the top. Post holes used for constructing a thatched structure were found around the pit houses. The Neolithic period of Kashmir had domestic sheep, goat, and cultivated plants. The Neolithic people of Burzahom traded with the people of Harappan civilization. They used handmade property. They used tools such as stones, axle, chisels, adzes, bounders, mace, heads, points, and takes. Hauls were used for stitching skins into clothes to beat the weather. Scrapers were used for working the skins. Two phases of Neolithic culture have been identified. They were termed as ceramic and ceramic phases. A ceramic phase did not have evidence of ceramics. Ceramic phase shows evidence for the existence of pottery. In the ceramic phase, people built mud houses. They used copper arrowheads They also used blackware pottery, beads of agate and cornelian, and painted pottery. A burial at this stage site produced a wild dog bone and antler horn. An engraving of a hunting scene is depicted on a stone here with a dog and son. Seeds of wheat, barley, common pea, and lentil have been recovered from the exhibitions. Domesticated animals included cattle, sheep, goat, pig, dog, fowl. Bones of wild animals such as red deer, Kashmir stag, ibex, bear, and wolf suggest that they are hunted animals. There is evidence of menhirs and the use of redware pottery and metal objects in the megalithic culture. The use of lentils suggests that contacts have been established with Central Asia. These people had interaction with Harappan civilizations. The Neolithic culture of Ganges Valley and Central India. The Ganges Valley and Central Indian Neolithic sites were found at Lahura Deva and Chopani Munda. The site of Lahura Deva were produced early evidence of rice cultivation dated to 6500 BC. These sites were characterized by cod-marked pottery. Koldiva, Chirand, Senovar, and Mahagara are important Neolithic sites in this region. These sites have evidence of pottery and plant and animal domestications, evidence for the cultivation of and six road barley, several types of wheat, rice, pea, gram and gram, chicken, pea, and jackfruit have been found at the sites of central India. Sheep and goat and battle bones have been found besides bones of wild animals. The Neolithic people used a type of pottery with cord impression on the surfaces. They used microliths, bone and antler tools, and terracotta objects. These sites perhaps flourished till about the middle of the second millennium BCE. The Neolithic sites are found at many sites in Bihar and West Bengal. Birhanpur is one of the most prominent Neolithic sites along with Kuchai, Gobaisan, Golbaisan, Sankarjang. These cultures show similarities with the Neolithic complexes of East and Southeast Asia. Pointed butt cells, chisel and shouldered axles have been found in the region from the Neolithic area. The Neolithic cultures of South India have been found mainly in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka and the northwestern part of Tamil Nadu. These sites have ash mounds in the center with settlements around them. More than 200 Neolithic sites are identified as part of the Neolithic complex. These sites are found near the granite hills with water resources. These sites have been spotted in the river valleys of Godavari, Krishna, Pennaru, Tungabhadra, and Kaveri, Sanganakallu, Tekkala, Kota, Brahmagiri, Maski, Pikli, Hal, Vatkal, Hemmage, and Hallur in Karnataka, Nagarjuna Konda, Ramapuram, and Veerapuram in Andhra Pradesh, and Payampally in Tamil Nadu are the major Neolithic sites in South India. Some early Neolithic sites have ash mounds. Utnur and Polva in Andhra Pradesh, and Kodekal, Kuppal, and Budihal in Karnataka feature ash mound sites. Soft ash and decomposed cow dung layers are also found at this site. The evidence of habitation in the form of houses and burials are found around the ash mounds. In northeastern India, Neolithic culture appears to be a very late period. The Neolithic cultures of northeastern India generally date from 2500 to 1500 BC or even later. Shouldered axes and splayed cells have been found at the sites in Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, and Arunachal Pradesh. The Ojali, Hading, and Sarutaru are the Neolithic sites in the Assam region. This region bears evidence for shifting cultivation of yams and taro, building some and wood, stone and wooden materials for the dead, and the presence of Austroasiatic languages are the marked features of this region, which shows cultural similarities with Southeast Asia.